everybody at home. The UK government does not care about women. It allows grooming gangs to groom at length.
Conservative Labour, are either of them even in power? Do they even matter? Or is there a shadow government above both of them, which is why they continue no matter who you vote for?
4 British women have accused Andrew Tate of rape and human trafficking, and British police have issued arrest warrants.
Andrew Tate has done it again, this time directing his fury straight at the UK government. Just moments after serious charges were officially revealed, Tate took to social media in a blistering video that's already igniting controversy across every platform. He didn't hold back. He didn't choose his words carefully. He went on the offensive with the kind of intensity that has become his signature. And the internet is exploding because of it. The video opens with Tate pacing in a dimly lit room, visibly agitated, eyes locked on the camera. Within seconds, the rant begins. He accuses the UK government of orchestrating a calculated smear campaign designed to silence him by legal means after failing to control his influence online.
They don't give a single about women and girls, so they'd stop the grooming gangs. Why are they dragging up allegations on me from 15 years ago by promising women money if they lie?
The reason that they're trying to replace us all in the first world with third worlders is because the people who are in charge of the first world want to be third world leaders. They want to have that kind of decisive capability.
Random people turning up on the borders without passports, homeless crisis, energy crisis, old people freeze to death because they can't afford their electricity bills.
His tone is not that of a man defending himself. It's of someone declaring war on what he calls a corrupt establishment. He rails against what he describes as a broken and cowardly system that targets real men while protecting the weak and compliant. He says the charges are a distraction, a tactic, a way to neutralise a man who refuses to bow. Tate insists this isn't justice, it's retribution for speaking out against the narrative, for promoting ideas that challenge the status quo. He then pivots into a scathing indictment of modern Britain, calling it a shadow of its former self. He blames the decline on what he describes as a culture of weakness, suggesting that traditional masculinity is now criminalised while moral decay is celebrated.
They don't care. They won't even investigate it. They won't look at it. They open the borders and allow in millions of military-aged men, God knows where they're from, without passports, no one knows their criminal record, from questionable countries.
The answer is 100% certainly there is. There's a shadow government of the UK and most Western nations. We don't know who our true leaders are. And the shadow government sees me as a problem. And they want me to be gone. They want me off the internet.
Gordon, if you look up the BBC archives, I'm the worst man in the world. I'm the most dangerous person on the planet. The fact that, the UK hates me the most, but the fact that UK has a stabbing epidemic, an acid attack epidemic.
He claims young men are lost because the system made them that way. And now the same system is coming after him for trying to wake them up. Throughout the video, Tate's anger builds. His voice rises. He slams the table. He repeats that the charges are fabricated, calling them a joke, an insult, and a desperate move by a regime running out of time. He says his arrest isn't about justice, it's about silencing power, about crushing the one person who wouldn't play along. He warns that if they can come for him, they can come for anyone. That this isn't just about his name, his face, or even the charges, it's about a larger agenda. He portrays himself as a symbol of resistance, a voice the government cannot control, and now must try to erase. The internet responded instantly. Clips from the video flooded Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
I'm the world's worst misogynist. They allow these people to roam our streets. They pay for them to come. And they pay for them to live for free, which makes women unsafe.
So we either send the army in and arrest all of these NGO heads, or our country goes down the drain because it's being invaded by people who don't respect our values. These are our two options.
Foods is crazy. Inflation. It's just entered a recession. The entire country is failing in real time by every metric you can measure a society by. And what do the politicians talk about when they go to parliament? Andrew Tate.
Supporters hailed him as a truth teller, a man unafraid to speak against a corrupt system. Critics, meanwhile, accused him of deflection, of using rhetoric to distract from very real legal consequences. But no matter which side people were on, one thing was clear. Everyone was watching. Legal analysts scrambled to respond. While the charges are now public and extremely serious, they warned that Tate's statements, while provocative, could have consequences in court. Some suggested he was trying to sway public opinion before the legal process could unfold. Others said it was part of a broader strategy to weaponize outrage and turn himself into a martyr. But that may be exactly the point. Tate thrives on conflict.
They have no time to investigate any of this, but they have time to drag up allegations on me from 15 years ago for talking about these issues.
They don't like me because they can't intimidate me, and they don't like me because I inspire other people to not be intimidated. And that is what they do not like. They want us afraid of them. And I'm saying don't be afraid of them. They can't arrest all of us.
The Tates have tried to escape justice, first to Romania, now to the United States. But I'm delighted that Florida has thankfully opened a criminal investigation.
The more pressure he faces, the louder he gets. The more accusations are thrown, the more defiantly he speaks. He's not trying to avoid the storm. He wants to be in the centre of it. And this video proved that once again. There were no lawyers present, no carefully worded press release, no attempt to moderate his language or appear media ready. This was raw, unfiltered, pure Tate, and that's what makes it so powerful to his followers. They see it as honesty, as courage, as something no other public figure would dare attempt. He challenges not only the UK legal system, but the media, calling out journalists by name and accusing them of complicity. He says they are part of a machine designed to destroy reputations before any trial even begins. He mocks coverage of his case, saying it's biased and agenda-driven, pointing to headlines that have already judged him guilty.
If they cared about women, they'd fix the issues. They don't care about women. Do not buy it for a second. They don't care about women. They don't care about young girls being safe. They don't care about combating misogyny.
Have the ability to genuinely affect the matrix and the code inside of it is attach a heinous allegation to your name so that people are afraid to harness and use your power.
But does the Prime Minister agree that people who are wanted by British police of such appalling crimes should stand trial in our country?
He also mentions other figures he believes were taken down in similar ways, suggesting a pattern of high-profile men being destroyed through coordinated narratives. He doesn't name all of them, but the implication is clear. This isn't just about Tate, it's about a larger war on masculine voices who refuse to be domesticated. Tate ends the video with a chilling message. He says no matter what happens, even if imprisoned or silenced, the ideas he's spread will live on. That he's created a movement too large to destroy. That thousands of young men around the world now see through the lies and the truth can't be jailed.
They care about control and locking up anyone who highlights the problems inside of the UK. It is so broken, they are not trying to fix the problems. Instead, they're trying to get rid of the people who talk about the problems.
But I'm praying Nigel wins. However, when he does win, and I think he will, when the UK continues to decline, what happens then?
So they don't want to fix the crime in the inner cities, but if you talk about it, you get in trouble. That's what they're doing now. They're shutting up the people who point out the obvious, as opposed to fixing the things that need to be fixed.
And then he walks away from the camera. No fade out, no music, just silence. The fallout is immediate. Politicians are asked to comment. Some dodge. Others criticize the video as dangerous and inflammatory. But very few can deny the impact. For better or worse, Tate's voice is louder than ever, and the conversation is no longer just about the charges. It's about the clash between authority and influence, between legal systems and digital power. Tate may be under legal siege, but his messaging is gaining traction. Whether it helps or hurts his case is yet to be seen. But in the court of public opinion, he's playing a different game entirely. Not with lawyers or evidence, but with fire, fury, and the algorithm on his side.